These sensory organs and sense pleasures are dragging us into the pit of a dark pit of ignorance. Similarly, sense objects and the glitter of sensory pleasures are making us helpless. So, when can we surrender to truth and to the sadhus, saints, and seek their company? There is no end to the worries. The dissatisfaction, everybody feels dissatisfied with life. And they cover the dissatisfaction with empty promises like, I will acquire this and I'll become happy. But their dissatisfaction will never go away. They'll keep on trying one after the other, one after the other. It's a bottomless pit. We approach so many people, we beg for happiness, literally, meaning we ask for few things, we try for few things. What we are slaves of pleasures. To enjoy pleasures, we have become slaves. We are not free. We are begging others. Whatever we enjoy, this craving is not dying out. It's a continuous craving. Once we get what we want, maybe for a minute or two we'll be satisfied, but immediately another desire takes its place. Without knowing this, everybody are wasting their life. This is a pitiful condition. What we call as happiness is sometimes we get what we want and we become happy. Sometimes we don't get what we want and we become unhappy. This is a roller coaster ride. I'm not finding anything as pleasurable in this world. Half of it is pain, half of it is pleasure. As I am not enlightened and I am not having wisdom, I am neither worldly wise nor spiritually wise. I am in between. So I am deluded. Even though I know all these things, in my mind there are so many desires for pleasures. And neither can I control them, nor do I want to go after them. The mind is wandering wherever it wants to. The mind is not getting rid of its desires. O Maharshi, show me the path of truth, wisdom, upliftment, stability, which is beyond delusion. and beyond sorrow. Show me that greatest path. I heard wise people say that this samsara and these objects in the samsara are themselves not the cause of bondage. The cause of bondage is the ajnana, ignorance in the mind of the person. This is what I heard. But I am not able to understand that statement. King Janaka is supposed to be an enlightened being. He was a ruler of a kingdom. He lived in the midst of royal palace. But still, he is considered a jnani and a wise person who is unattached by the pleasures of the world. How is it possible? How is it possible for Janaka? How can we stay in this samsara and still be untouched by the samsara? How can we stay in this world but still be unblemished and untouched by the problems of the world? What attitude or what viewpoint we have to adopt? Just like you are a Jivan Mukta, you are a enlightened being, enlightened while alive. O Vishwamitra, you are enlightened. What attitude or wisdom or insight you have through which you are untouched by the world? These sensory pleasures are like snakes, poisonous snakes. And they lead to hell. And the samsara is full of these poisonous snakes. How can we call the samsara world as a good thing? Desires pollute the mind all the time. How can we live in this world yet be untouched by the world? How can we live like a lotus leaf? Just like water does not touch the lotus leaf, similarly, we should stay in lotus leaf stays in water, but water droplet does not touch the lotus leaf. Similarly, how can we stay in this world? How can we stay in this world yet untouched by the world? What is the technique or trick for that? How can I be untouched by the desire? How can when I see the world, I should see the world without attraction. But with insight, I should see the world as Atma, as self. How can I do that? At the same time, world is, I should look at it as my own self. And at the same time, with Bahya Drushti, that means external vision, I should not be attracted by the world. But internal vision, I should have love for the world, love for all the people, but not a love of sensory pleasures, but a love, universal love. That is what Rama is asking. How can I cross this ocean of ignorance? Only great beings, great sages can cross this ocean of ignorance. What is the path given by those great sages, which when we follow, we can also cross this ocean? What is the path which I have to follow? What efforts I have to put to get the greatest result? This world has many pitfalls. How should I behave in this world? What should be my wisdom while living in this world? O Prabhu, O Mahatma, please enlighten me. My only goal is to be enlightened. For that goal, what path should I adopt and what things I should reject? And what is fit neither for adoption nor for rejection? How can I make this unstable mind stable? What is the divine mantra through which this disease can be cured? How can my heart becomes cooler, complete, fulfilled, and peaceful? Om Vishwamitra, Maharshi, great sage, you are a wise person and you are famous for giving refuge who seek refuge at your feet. I seek refuge at your feet. Please teach me that Vidya through which I become complete and fulfilled, and this disease of desire will leave me. Through your teaching, please purify us. With this, chapter number 26 completes. We will go to chapter number 27. This is called Raghava Prashna. These are the questions of Raghava, who is Sri Rama. O Mahanubhava, O sage, can long life and a strong body and a great family and relatives provide spiritual upliftment to a person? Desires, unending desires. They are like typhoons. They are making us bonded. Attachments, delusions, they are like lightning and thunder. Craving, they are making us blind. Greed is draining all our energy. Our karma, good karma and bad karma, are making us rotate in many lokas. Krutanta. Krutanta means we have seen there is a tattva called Karya Karana Tattva, cause and effect principle. That cause and effect principle will give the fruits or the results of the karma we do. That is called Krutanta. This Krutanta is like a cat waiting for the rats called jivas. These jivas are coming from we don't know where, and they are falling into the pit of the karma. Oh Maharshi, what is the technique? What is the technology? What is the secret? What is our fate? What should we think about? What should we take refuge in? How can this life be fulfilled? For Mahatmas like you, whatever great things are given, you are not interested. But that is not the case with us. We are little minded. Small things attract us. We become slaves of sensory pleasures. This world of sensory pleasures is continuously attracting us. How can we have jnana drushti, eye of wisdom, without acquiring jnana, wisdom, and santrupti, satisfaction? Nothing becomes glorified. Our minds are polluted by desire. How can we become purified? There is something called aihika amushmika phala asha. Desire of pleasures in this world and in the world after death, like heavenly pleasures. Those who get rid of this desire of worldly pleasures and heavenly pleasures, such a person is called Manava. He is a true human being. Such great people we should be following. What should we do not to be troubled by the raga and dvesha? We are all dropped into this fire called samsara. How can we be protected? In this samsara, there is likes and dislikes, raga and dvesha. Is it possible to get rid of these desires? This worldly attraction is dependent on the desire and ignorance in the mind. And such mind cannot be purified unless somebody does tattva bodha, spiritual discourse. Therefore, please instruct me the spiritual science, what yoga I should follow, through which I will go beyond sorrow. Please teach me that. Teach me about the truth. What should I do? What actions should I do? Through which my mind becomes holy and pure, and I get peace. Such behavior, please teach me. Also teach me about the sages and saints who have followed such path and attained perfection. Such great saints, how did they achieve salvation and truth? What inquiry they did? How did they investigate into the world? What techniques they followed? Oh, Maharshi, one thing I want to submit to you. Such spiritual discourse, such spiritual instruction may be there, may not be there. Somebody may tell me, somebody may not tell me. But I have decided I will get rid of ego and all desires. I will stop eating. I'll stop taking food and water. I will get rid of clothes. I will not even take bath. Let whatever may happen, may happen. Let wealth may come. Let the body be weakened and get destroyed. I am ready for that. I will stop thinking and I'll be silent, quiet. I'll be like a stone. I'll be like a toy. I'll reduce my breathing also. I'll leave off all this thinking. Let whatever may happen to the body, let it happen. This body is not mine. I do not belong to this body. Other bodies also do not belong to me. I do not belong to them. I will renounce everything. Just like when the oil is over, the lamp will die down. Similarly, the body without food will become weak and it will die. I will not gain anything by living, nor I will not gain anything by dying. Let whatever happen may happen. Sri Rama, saying this, he became quiet. Listening to Sri Rama's dispassion and this talk, all the people who are gathered there, they became wondered. They became wondered at his wisdom. Because of the dispassionate words, all the people also felt dispassion. Vashishta and Vishwamitra, Saint Vashishta and Saint Vishwamitra, became very happy listening to the words of Sri Rama. Narada and other sages listened to these words and they became happy. The Siddhas, rained flowers on Sri Rama, and they were talking amongst themselves. Siddhas, the divine beings, listening to this discourse, were talking amongst themselves. Ah, what a great day! We are moving in all the worlds since the beginning of the creation. But so far, we have not heard such words of Vairagya. Even the priest of Rajaguru of Devatas, Brahaspati, also has not spoken such words of Vairagya. Listening to this discourse, words of Rama, our life has been fulfilled. Listening to these words, we are all purified. Let us listen to what these saints, Vishwamitra and Vashishta, answer to Sri Rama. The answer to these questions has to be heard. O sages of all the worlds, please gather here and listen to what these sages are going to answer to Sri Rama in the palace of Dasharatha. Then many great sages gathered in Dasharatha's palace. King Dasharatha welcomed all of them and paid obeisance to all of them. At that time, it looked like a Indra Sabha. All the sages, munis, praised Dasharatha and Sri Rama. Whatever Sri Rama has spoken are the words of deep introspection and contemplation. They are clear, pure, and they are the words of a wise man. Everybody wonder at this wisdom. It is very rare to listen to such words. Those who can think like this, such a person only can be called as Purusha. There are many people who come into this world. They are attracted to sensory pleasures. They are nothing but flesh and blood machines. They are jada, insentient beings. Such sense-seeking, sense-pleasure-seeking people, their lives are waste. Why are we troubled by old age, death? What is this samsara? These questions are raised by Sri Rama. In the form of Sri Rama, we are seeing a pure being. This is our great pleasure. At such a small age, he has such a great experience and wisdom. He is a Purushottama. There is nobody wiser than Sri Rama. Now, if we do not provide answers to these questions and observations, we cannot be called as sages and saints. We will be only namesake sages and saints if we do not answer Sri Rama's questions. Sri Rama has done a lot of enquiry, vicharana, tattva vicharana. He is fit for purnatva. He is fit for spiritual instruction. O Rama, this is the secret. This is your avatar rahasya. This is the purpose of you taking avatara, to bring this teaching to the world. This is your purpose of taking birth. With this, Vairagya Prakarana has ended. First Prakarana, Vairagya Prakarana has ended. Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Om Tat Sat. Hari Om Tat Sat.